That's a lot of books. Just like every year I have a big book haul because it's my birthday in December and it's also Christmas in December. So I get books for my birthday, I get books for Christmas, I get money for my birthday and for Christmas, and I get bookstore gift cards. So lots of books get purchased and gifted to me. So I thought I would show them to you. I guess I will start with the books that were gifted to me for my birthday. So the first one here is Bird Box by Josh Ballerman that my dad sent to me, and I haven't read it yet, but I have been wanting to read it for a while but also been hesitant because I'm afraid it's going to be too scary. But since hearing of the Netflix movie, it convinced me to read it, so I was talking to my dad about it and he was like, I will send you a copy for your birthday. I haven't read it yet, but it's really short and the spacing inside is like kind of big, so I feel like I can read this really quickly. And I might read it really soon so I can watch the movie after. My brother got me Final Draft by Riley Redgate, which is about someone who is in university and her creative writing professor absolutely loves her work. She's a huge fan, but then she ends up leaving and they get a new writing professor who could care less about her work. Couldn't care less? Who couldn't care less about her work. And it's really difficult for her to go from someone who absolutely loves her writing to someone who doesn't care about it at all, and it's about her, I think, trying to get this new professor's attention and to show that she's good enough. So I'm really interested and excited for this one. For my birthday, my dad also got me the entirety of the Cormoran Strike series, which is Cuckoo's Calling, The Silkworm, Career of Evil, and Lethal White. So I've got 2 honkin' hardcovers on the ends of the series and 2 paperbacks for the middle. I'm not sure which one's the second one and which one's the third one though. Got a gift card to the bookstore downtown for my birthday, and with that I purchased Waking Gods by Sylvain Neuvel, which is the sequel to Sleeping Giants, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was really well done, and the ending was just like super cliffhanger. I'm super interested to see what's going on there with the second one. But basically, Sleeping Giants is about this big, huge, giant, robotic hand, like giant hand that shows up that's like buried in the ground. And it's about this woman who is like the lead scientist on the case trying to figure out where it's coming from, and they end up finding a whole bunch of different pieces and it builds this like this big robot, and they don't know why or where it's from or what it does or any of this stuff, and it's really interesting. It's told through interviews, which I thought would be weird, but it was really good. So this is the second one. I don't know what this one's going to be about, but I can't tell you because it'll probably spoil the first one. So I also bought When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon, and I have been waiting for this to come out in paperback because I'm weird when it comes to paperback and hardcover books. Sometimes I feel like I like them better in paperback, and I saw this in hardcover and I really liked the cover and I thought it was really cute, but I thought I would like it better in paperback, which I do, and I'm really glad that I waited for it to be in paperback because I really like it. And this is about an Indian girl whose parents have arranged a marriage for her, and he goes to the same like computer programming camp or something that she's going to, but she doesn't know who he is and he knows who she is. So it's kind of like a You've Got Mail thing, I'm pretty sure, where he is trying to get her to like him before she finds out who he is. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's about. I also got The Final Six by Alexandra Monnier, which is about a bunch of people who are in this like training program to get to go to one of Jupiter's moons, and only 6 people get to go, I'm pretty sure. So it's about their whole testing and competition thing in order to be one of the 6 people that go to one of Jupiter's moons. And I absolutely love this cover. And I thought it sounded really interesting. It kind of reminded me of the first half of 172 Hours on the Moon, which I really enjoyed. Like, I really liked all of 172 Hours on the Moon, but I really enjoyed the first half too, where they hadn't gone to the moon yet. And I just thought that this would kind of be similar to that, but I could be wrong. But that's why I picked it up. For Christmas, my boyfriend got me The Towering Sky by Katharine McGee, which is the 3rd and final book in the 1000th Floor trilogy. I'm super excited to see who dies in this one. And why, and how everything concludes. And look at how gorgeous this cover is. I can't, it's so pretty. These books are so good. They're so filled with drama, but like in such a good way. Like they're so good. So if you don't know, the first book is about this apartment building that's 1,000 floors high. It's like 3 miles high or something. And it's basically its own city. So there's neighborhoods and with schools and restaurants and parks and stores and all this kind of stuff. And basically, the higher up you go, the richer the neighborhoods are. The story starts with someone falling off the 1,000th floor and obviously dying. And then it rewinds 3 months and it follows 5 people from different sections of the building. And basically leads up to finding out who fell off the building and why. And then just a whole bunch of more drama stuff and someone dying happens in the second one, and then I'm sure this one's going to start with someone dying and then rewinding a few months for us to find out who it was, but really good. He also got me City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, which I've been super interested in. I might save it for Halloween next year, which I kind of don't want to wait that long, but I also really would love to read this during a Halloween-y time of year. So we'll see. It is about a girl who can see ghosts, and her parents are actually the hosts of a ghost hunter TV show, and I don't think her family knows that she can see ghosts, and I don't think their ghost hunter show is real. Like, I'm pretty sure it's fake, and they go to Scotland for an episode or for a season, and so it's about her moving to Scotland to go to this like haunted building or haunted hotel or something like that, I'm not sure, and there's ghosts involved that she can talk to, and one of her best friends is a ghost. So that's what I know from it. I just think it sounds absolutely glorious and chilling and wonderful, like most of Victoria Schwab's books are. So I also took part in the Baroque and Bookish Secret Santa this year. It was my 3rd time, I think, taking part in it, and the 2 books that I got from that were 13 Minutes by Sarah Pinborough, which is about someone who dies and then comes back, and then I think weird stuff happens after. I'm not entirely sure, but I've heard it was really good. So she got me this one. And she also got me Kill the Boy Band by Goldie Maldofsky, which is about this group of girls who are super big fans of a boy band, and they follow them to the hotel they're staying at one of their concerts, and they accidentally kidnap one of the band members. I'm pretty sure it's just one of them that they kidnap, but it like all happens really fast and they don't really mean to do it, but then they end up doing it, and then because they did it, they kind of have to go through with it, because otherwise I don't know, then they'll get in trouble, and then they just make it worse for themselves, I guess. But I think it's supposed to be like kind of satire, but maybe not. Either way, I'm here for it. I really like the naked hardcover of this. It's like shiny pink. This is great. I never even noticed that when I got it. But this is lovely. And the end pages are pretty cool too. They're like posters for the band. And this isn't like a reading book, but I kind of wanted to include it anyway because I thought it was really, really neat. She got me this leather-bound notebook cover, which is really, really cool. And it's an actual cover, so you can, when you fill this up, you can put in a new notebook. And it's just so cool, and I love it, and I can't wait to write in it. I'll probably bring it, like, just keep it in my purse all the time and bring it to work with me if I have any, like, ideas for my books and stuff, and I'll write them in here. So then with Christmas money, I got Vengeful by V.E. Schwab, which is the sequel to Vicious that came out, like, 5 or 6 years ago, and I read it when it first came out, and I absolutely loved it, and I'm so excited to read this. And I also got a signed edition. So now I have the new edition of Vicious that's signed and Vengeful that's signed, so that's really exciting. And I also got A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahar Mafi, which is about a Muslim girl, I'm pretty sure, after 9/11, who's going to a new high school, and everyone is basically just terrible to her and calling her a terrorist, I'm pretty sure, and it's just about her dealing with all of that. And I thought it sounded like a really important story, and I also read the first page and I really liked the writing, so I am excited to read this. I also got The Darkest Magic by Morgan Rhodes, which is the second book in the Book of Spirit and Thieves, that I haven't read A Book of Spirit and Thieves yet, but I own it, and I got it in the bargain section for $6 last year, and this was in the bargain section for $6 this year, so I figured I might as well just get it to go with the series, and if I don't end up really liking the first one, whatever, I spent $6 on it, it's not that big a deal. At least I have it, and they're both in hardcover and they match. And the last book here is Lifelike by Jay Kristoff, which is about a robot and a person, I'm pretty sure, but there's a robot involved, and that's pretty much all I know about it. But I loved the opening thing in here. So it just says this, and it says the 3 laws of robotics, and it has like the 3 regular, like how you can't harm a human and all that kind of stuff. But each normal rule is crossed out, and then underneath each one says, your body is not your own, your mind is not your own, your life is not your own. And I just thought that was like amazing, and that immediately made me want this book. So I got that one. And those are all the books that I got for my birthday and for Christmas, and that I purchased with birthday and Christmas money. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you read any of these down below and what you thought of them, or which ones you want to see me read first. I guess that's all. Bye. Have a good day.